Right, ready to get this one started. Stepping to the plate for Birmingham, William Bergoya. And this one off and run. The 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Way high there. Ball one.
Strike.
That's great pitching to establish the heater in on the hands. After the foul, the hitter has a lot of territory to cover. That one 95 to finish the punch out.
Batting second.
So digging in, Jacob Amaya. Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over the last 10. Hitting second in the lineup, he's been absolutely electric over the last 10 games, hitting over 400. And that drops in for a strike. And the count 1-2. One out and the base is empty. Swing, ground ball out to short. Tosses to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action, and there are two gone.
Batting third, the first baseman, Derrick Foreman.
And here's the first baseman, Derrick Foreman. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. Strong start to the season, putting up some impressive slugging numbers so far. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Wilfred Veras.
Now at the dish, Wilfred Veras. Right through there for a strike. The 0-1 offering. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Gets it by him for the strikeout. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. Midway in the first, no score after half an inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Nelson Rada. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there. Started to swing, but held up. That's a sneaky pitch right there, down 2-0. A lot of hitters will sit fastball in that count, so a changeup can be extra effective. 2-1 now. And that's in the dirt.
One strike.
Next pitch in for a strike. That was one you'll want back right in the heart of the zone. Gotta punish that. Payoff pitch. Got him looking. The fastball runs back over the inside corner. And he must have been looking in some other location. Otherwise, I don't know why he'd go down looking on a fastball on the inner half. Next up for the Trash Pandas, number 8. Some early struggles for him this season. He'll want to get on the right track soon. In the air, right field. That drops in no man's land, a foul ball. The 0-1.
That's outside. Ball, that's outside.
Kicks and delivers. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Spoils that one. It remains 2-2.
Count's full.
Swings through it for the K. Too quickly gone in the bottom of the first this afternoon. Already establishing a potent rhythm, striking out the first two batters. It looks like these hitters are going to have their work cut out for him in this one. Now at the plate, Jorge Ruiz. That's a strike.
That's out.
Off to a great start on the mound. It could be a tough game for this lineup. 2 outs, bases empty. And now 1-2. Batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go, maybe to get the timing. Could be ready for it if he gets it again. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Missed inside with the curveball. And he goes down on strikes. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. An inning in the books, no score here on the show. Two gone and the bases loaded. And now it's going to be Anthony Mulrine.
Mulrine.
Hard ground ball, base hit. 1 runs in. Second run scores as well.
Out on the tag.
To third, tag out. And they are happy just to get off the field after that disastrous inning. We move on to inning number 4. Rocket City with the lead, 4-1. Welcome back to Rocket City, top of the 4th inning.
The first baseman, Derrick Foreman.
Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. He reaches the 50-hit mark, a nice milestone for him, and a nice reminder to his team and to scouts that he's a formidable offensive contributor. Wilfred Veras, getting ready to hit. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. And there's a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Really trusted his hands and let the ball travel on that pitch, and it allowed him to go the other way for the hit. Oscar Colas will hit next.
Here we go right here. No one better. No one better. Oh,
And a base hit right there. The tying run is aboard. That's
Now
three
back,
straight
the
singles.
center
Got
fielder,
out in front, but
Braden
didn't allow the wrists to
Montgomery.
yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. Coming up to the dish for Birmingham, number 92, 0 for 1 so far. And that drops in for a strike.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Oh, nice swing.
Base hit. One run is in. The throw home. It's offline and the run scores. It's 4-3. Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. Nobody out, first and second here. Digging in for the Barons, number 87.
Hey!
Hey, clutch up right here.
Base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Just a conga line at the
left
plate.
fielder,
That's
number
5
3,
hits in a
Nick
row. Good job to
Lang.
stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. And now, the left fielder, number 3. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Base hit. One run is in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. Gets it done to
Now
drive
batting,
in the
the
run and
third
tie it
baseman,
back up. Got the
Baseman
center cut fastball
Matthews.
and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen. Number 35 departs, and leaving with the bases loaded. We'll need some help from the new arm on the mound when we're back.
Now pitching for
So they
the
turn
Trash
things over to the
Pandas,
righty, Brett Carey.
Number
The
14.
bases are loaded, so no
Brett.
time to settle into this one.
Carey.
This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Mid-South
go.
Electronic
No one
Credit Union. You can bank on them with your business. That one close, ruled a ball.
1-0.
There's a strike. Serious jam with the bases loaded and nobody out. He's gunning for the strikeout first, and then he needs to try and get a grounder for the double play. Tall task. All square at 4. Base hit. One run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. Well, he comes through
Now batting,
clutch
the
with the
second baseman,
RBI
William
single. That was
Bergoya.
big. Right there, we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut. Here's the second baseman, William Bergoya. This is a prime opportunity right here.
No one better. Clutch up here.
Up the middle, base hit. One run is in. Here's the throw, but it's offline. The run will score. Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Couldn't lift that one, but he really ripped it back through the middle. Great timing, loud contact, and not much of a chance for the fielders to make a play on it. Next up for the Barons, Jacob Amaya. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play.
Oh, you drove that one.
And there's a hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. But it's offline. And they lead by 4.
Now
Tallies a
batting,
run and
the
earns
first
the
baseman,
RBI.
Derrick
You ever hear the phrase, holy
Foreman.
Moses? Well, it's appropriate right here because that ball was hit at 120 miles per hour, and that's how many years Moses is said to have lived. Don't think I ever read a story where he could hit like that, though. First and second here with nobody out.
Hey, no one better. Need you right here.
Hey! 0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. On the ground, and a base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Scores on that one. It's an RBI single. It's now 9-4.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And he's
Will
clearly
Fred.
locked in after
Derrick.
yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Next to hit, Wilfred Veras. 1 for 2.
Yeah!
One now. And that drops in for a strike. 2 straight pitches down in the zone to get ahead. Now he can attack the rest of this AB in a lot of ways.
Clutch up and drive him in right here. Here you go.
That's a base hit. Runner around third. Throw to the plate. Safe. And it's now a 6-run lead. Oscar Colas, the next to hit.
Hey, nice.
Base hit into the outfield. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Now batting.
I know I
the
was
center
preaching an
fielder,
up-the-middle
Braden
approach, but that ball was hit
Montgomery.
right on the screws, and that leads to a lot of base knocks, no matter which direction you send it. Stepping to the plate for Birmingham, number 92. A chance to do some more damage here after driving in a pair the last time up. An offensive drubbing this inning. Top half of the 4th.
Ah, nice split.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. It's offline and the run scores.
Now batting, catcher Adam.
Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Brett Carey will depart, and the line not closed yet, still responsible for the runners on base. Back with the new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Righty
the
reliever
Trash
out of the
Pandas,
pen, Ryan Zefferjohn.
Number 56.
Interesting to watch how the big deficit
Ryan.
affects this relief outing.
Zefferjohn.
Coming up to the dish for Birmingham, number 87.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
The 0-1. Grounds this one up the middle. Base hit into the outfield. And here comes the runner. Here's the throw. It's off the mark, and the runner scores. And they now
The left
lead by
fielder,
9.
Nick McLean.
Digging in for the Barons, number 3. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. Base hit into center field. Coming around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Comes across to score, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Now batting, Third baseman
Comes through with the
Jason.
RBI. Nice compact
Matthews.
bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Next up for the Barons, number 56. And he grounds this back up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. Here comes the throw. It's offline and the run scores. And the lead continues to grow.
Second baseman, William.
Nice job to drive in the
Bergoya.
run. That's a nice, simple approach there. Sent that one back through the middle for a clean base hit. Back to the top of the order here. William Bergoya digs in now. 1 for 3. Sneaks through, base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Well, shows what I know right there. I keep preaching the up-the-middle approach, but it worked out to the bullseye that time. Really hard contact, and you can get a lot of hits just by hitting the ball hard. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Amaya. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in, runner holds at third.
Now
He was
batting,
ready to go on the first
baseman,
pitch, and it
Derrick
paid off.
Foreman.
Great job to step through that and line it the other way for a knock. That's the kind of thing hitters work on consistently, and he's turning that work into in-game success. Nobody out, bases loaded. Now up Derrick Foreman. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. An impressive showing in a fierce rivalry matchup, and you have to think the manager is pleased with that.
Nice rip.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw to the plate. But it's offline, the run will score. And they extend their lead.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilfred.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Ryan Zefferjohn, done for the afternoon. And the line not closed yet, still responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
A new
the
arm
Trash
into the game,
Pandas,
the righty, Yoel
Number
Hurtado.
7.
So far this year,
Oh,
not a
well.
lot of success against right-handed batters.
Hurtado.
Nobody out, first and second here. Next is the designated hitter, Wilfred Veras. That's a base hit. Coming to the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline and the run scores. And the
Now
lead
batting,
continues
right
to
fielder,
grow.
Oscar Colas.
Stepping to the plate for Birmingham, Oscar Colas. Base hit into center field. Headed for the plate. Here's the throw. Safe. And they extend their lead.
Now batting,
Picks himself
the
up an
center fielder,
RBI.
Braden
Pure hitting right there.
Montgomery.
He got the front foot down right on time, kept the hands inside the ball, and squared it up beautifully for a line drive base hit. Coming up to the dish for Birmingham, number 92.
Hey, way to try.
Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. The throw is offline, and the run comes in to score. And the lead continues to grow. Digging in for the Barons, number 87. Sizzling on its way to the outfield. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody
The left
out.
fielder, number 3.
Seeing the ball
Nick
very well in this game.
Lane.
Smoke that through the infield for a base hit. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. The batter now, the left fielder, number 3. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Base hit, 1 run is in. Fires to the plate, but it's offline.
He beat it. Safe.
Now batting, third baseman, Jason.
Nobody out,
Matthews.
first and second here. Next up for the Barons, number 56. Fastball in for a strike. Into the outfield, base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. Might have wanted more launch angle on that to get a shot at a homer, but there are a lot of hits to be gotten when you hit it that hard on the ground. William Bergoya getting ready to hit. Outfield pretty shallow here.
Aye.
And the 0-1 now.
Nice rip.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. That ball was scorched, and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect, and we'll see what it does for his profile. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen. Yoel Hurtado is done, and leaving with the bases loaded. We'll need some help from the new arm on the mound when we're back.
Now pitching.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Nick Jones,
32.
stepping right into a bases loaded jam.
Joe.
And the next batter, Jacob Amaya. That one finds the zone. And that one is in for a strike. Not sure I like that location. Pitcher might be better off busting him in on the hand so he can't extend and drive one. Up the middle, base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. Safe! And they extend their lead.
The batter, the first baseman, Derrick Foreman.
So up next, Derrick Foreman. 4 for 4 with 4 singles so far. And that one finds its way through. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Comes across to score, and the lead continues to grow.
Now batting.
That at-bat was over in the
Wilfred
blink of an
Barrett.
eye. Hard ground balls like that are really tough to make a play on. I know when I was playing second base in JV baseball back in the day, I had no interest in charging grounders like that one. Base hit into the outfield. Throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and the runner scores. No question, he came up
Now
ready to
the
hit.
right fielder,
Not much to quibble
Oscar
with on that swing. He
Colas.
had everything going in the right direction and barreled it up for a liner into center. Nice rip. So digging in, Oscar Colas.
Aye.
Runners at first and second, and nobody out. Sneaks through, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. He's put together a really excellent game with the bat. He put a very good swing on that one. Even if he couldn't elevate it, sent it whirring through the infield for a knock. Nice approach. Now, the center fielder, number 92. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. But it's offline, the run will score.
Now batting. Catcher Adam Hackenberg.
And now,
The
Derrick
batter, the first
Foreman.
baseman, Derrick Foreman.
Swings and flares it on the move. And it falls! They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now a
Wilfred
chance for Wilfred
Barrett.
Barrett. And the
Inside
slider
ball.
just misses.
Ball, that's
This
off
is
the
a
plate.
critical moment for this pitcher. With the runners on base, you have to be wise with where you put your pitches, or you could see some runs coming in. Next
Ball
offering
three.
is upstairs. 2 outs, runners at first and second. That just
ball
missed.
four.
Walked the batter on 4 pitches. 4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him
The
come
batter,
into the
the
strike
right
zone.
fielder, Oscar
So up next,
Colas.
Oscar Colas. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike.
0-1.
This pitch popped up. Stevens. As they escape the bases-loaded jam. So they work around a pair of walks in the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Barons lead it 30-5. Two outs,
Now
runners at
batting,
first
the
and
first
second.
baseman,
And now the
Derrick
first baseman,
Foreman.
Derrick Foreman, comes to the plate with 6 hits, trying to make it 7. And that one fouled off.
Ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
That's towards center. Rada should have this one. They limit the damage here. So 2 on
Now
and 2 out.
batting, the first
And here at the
baseman,
plate, Derrick
Derrick
Foreman.
Foreman.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Ah, you got it.
Line drive for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate.
He beat it.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So a man
Wilfred
on. Stepping to the plate
Veras.
for Birmingham, Wilfred Veras. Late swing, fouled off. The 0-1. Line, and that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting,
Back-to-back
right fielder,
singles, passing the
Oscar
baton. That one
Colas.
was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. And here is Oscar Colas.
Nope, outside.
Here's the 1-0 offering.
Hey.
Little chopper rolls foul. One-two pitch. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. That one misses. The count now 2-2. Up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. Coming to the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline and the run scores. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Angel Felipe, done for the day. And the line not closed yet, still responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
So they turn things
Trash
over to the
Pandas,
righty. Kenyon Yovan
Number 18.
comes in with the team trailing by a
Kenyon
bunch. Got to try to keep it where it is.
Yovan.
Digging in for the Barons, number 92. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike. Not sure he was ready to hit. Took the first 2 pitches for strikes. Time for him to battle now. Now here's the 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The inning is over, and it could have been worse. 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors, but 2 are left on base. Great game at the plate, and he certainly made a difference for them. Nice job to help lift them to the win.